I am going to use Merge node. Here I take a copy of my nodes. I make changes in the second graph, so that it is different from the first graph. Suppose you have made two parts of your model with different graphs, and you want to mix the graphs. A merge node is used to merge two streams together into one stream. And you can have as many merges as needed to merge any number of streams together. I use the shader to distinguish them better. Easily and with color change. Other shader parameters match the renderment shader. Here, I take a copy of my graph except the import nodes. Let me distinguish the second graph from the first graph. Now I add the switch node. A switch node is a simple node that can be used to control the flow of input to output. We can switch between more than two inputs. The transform node either applies a local space transformation to an object that internally sets the object's local transformation, or applies the transformation on a per fiber basis if the element is selected. The detail parameter controls whether to apply the transformation to the local matrix of individual objects or fibers. We can add a translation to the geometry, scale or rotate the geometry or fibers. For geometry, we must use Object Mode. Blend takes two similar graphs and blends them together. Blend is very specific about how similar the two streams should be, and in some cases will fail if the data is too different. Here I create a sphere and assign it to Yeti. I add the sphere to the graph using the import node. Now, if I connect it to the second input of group node, a group will be created for us by this sphere to see the group better. I use shader node and put the name of my group in the group section. We will use group in other ways in the next chapters. We learned about modifier nodes in this lesson. Merge, switch, shader, blend, transform, group. I will mention the displacement node in the texturing section.